Welcome everyone. We are here on a session for D&D 5 edition for the group Unnamed Adventures Guild. I am Lionel. I'm going to be the Dungeon Master for this session. Let's present our characters, starting for the one who has been most time in the guild. That would be
That's a tough call.
Alicia.
Hi, I'm Alexson. I'll be playing Felicia Gray, a half-elf barbarian on the path of zealotry. She's an acolyte to the god of Harmonious. She mains a flail and a shield as her primary weapons. She doesn't carry anything else and generally will prefer to wrestle anything that she doesn't feel comfortable hitting with her flail. That's about it.
Okay, the next one will be Caradoc.
Eric Medlock. I'm playing Caradoc, a Fairbog druid barbarian. He fights with spells and in bear form quite a lot. He also carries a big stick and a great axe.
And the last one will be Adrian.
I'm Matt Taylor. I'm going to be playing Adrian. He's an elf from the far land who is practicing a mysterious style of combat.
Okay, so as the name of the session suggests, this is an unplanned game, mostly focused on developing character progression, and if things go crazy, maybe a fight or two. So basically, this will be 1 or 2 days after the last game events. Caradoc, you have mentioned in previous games that you are looking for the druids group or druids current area.
Yes, but before we go to that, I am going to spend some of my downtime doing some crafting. So I don't know how many in-game days we're going to take, but I do want to craft, 1 or 2 healing potions. Whatever makes sense.
Okay. A healing potion requires 8 hours or work. Mm-hmm. That is basically 1 work day. Mm-hmm. But it costs 25 gold pieces to create one. Mm-hmm. If you want to spend money on the materials, you can go to the forest and forage for the materials, but it'll take another day.
I'm okay with spending 25 gold. I'm just trying to go away from spending 50.
I cannot understand you clearly.
I'm okay with spending the 25 gold for now. One of these days I may go out in the forest, but not today.
So basically, he will have 2 days to make how many? Two potions?
Sure, let's do that.
Okay. Take 50 gold pieces from your. And
If a certain Warforge ever feels like contributing for the 100 gold worth of healing potions I spent on him,
I do believe you're incorrect. I was there when you purchased those potions, and they were 40 gold each.
No, I don't think so.
You bought them from the High Elf, and he points to Ericus.
I don't think. Did I?
Yep, you did.
Okay. Then the 80 gold, whatever. It's still a lot.
Very well. And he'll give you 80 gold. Now I have to go open that character sheet. Why do you do this to me?
Adrin's going to do what he usually does on any day there isn't something big going on at the guild. He's going to go to the jail, find if there's any warrants or bounties out. If nothing's posted there, he's going to head to the barracks to see if there's anything posted there.
Your feature says that you will get. Can you describe the features? Sorry.
He does basically people that aren't showing up when they're warranted to. He goes and gets them, and basically it earns him an income of 2 gold per day.
2 gold per day. So okay, so basically, he gets.
Sometimes there's this guy's really dangerous. We're going to pay a lot of money for someone to bring it in, and those are.
So that will be in the 2 days. So I want you to make a an investigation roll for each one of the days.
Okay.
And tell me the result.
I gotta switch over to Roll20 because that's where I got the sheet open. I got a 12 the first day. And I got an 18 on the second.
Okay. The first day, they like give you a somewhat simple request from a novel that is a way asking for someone to escort him through the city. So you only get like 4 gold pieces for the escort. But the second day, there is a wanted post of orc prisoner that escape, and you know that soon enough that wanted post will go to the guild if they do not find someone to find it.
Yeah. So. Okay. So does it say and do they know where the orcs' last known hideout is or was?
Yeah. Well, the issue is that there is having let me rephrase. It was a thieves guild, minor thieves guild member that the the authorities were looking for a while, and they were about to catch him, but something a group of their lackeys arrived to the point, and it was a mess.
Hmm.
So they are requesting people for finding it and capture him. And they since only have 1 day has passed, they they think they might be around the docks area.
Okay.
And Felicia, what is Felicia doing?
Own shopping for new swords. I already did all the like gold and stuff, so
Okay. So you're in the guild. You see Aracris pretty busy writing down stuff, and he's on the usual corner. People goes enters in and goes out from the hall. Pretty normal environment. People chatting. The usual bookish member trips and falls, making all his notes and sheets spread around, and some of them help the guy, and the others just laughed about it. Um, Pincus goes down to the hall and summons if anyone wants to make a wild test, a run test for something. I saw a special request that just arrived to him.
I say, sure. What do you got?
Well, we are looking for someone to test one magic item that the wizards in the wizard guild from the city provide us. They are looking for someone to test the magic item and see how it goes, and provide feedback for improvement.
Sure. What is it?
Well, since it's a magic item, I will want for you to come to my office. If anyone is interested, please come upstairs. And he goes upstairs.
Am I the only one? Like, out of the three of us, or am I the only one here?
Oh well, that depends on the players. I say that Karadok has finished his potions,
Yeah.
and Aldrin has just arrived from the hunting. He rolled. If you want to make the chase,
Yeah.
or gather some other people for you to search for the orc.
Yeah. I looking to see if anyone wants to make some gold. Looking for a escapee.
I
So
look
yes,
at Adrin and I see him, and I know he's a bookish magic learner. So I go up to him.
Well, not really bookish. He reads a book, but
Well,
he's tall.
she doesn't
tall.
know any better. She can't read the cover of titles, so If she sees you reading a book, she assumes you read many.
Yeah.
So she approaches Adrin and says, "So, you know a lot about magic, right?"
I know some about magic.
Well, I'm not very good with magical items, especially from where I am from. So maybe you could help Pincus.
Yeah.
He says he has some sort of item he wants to test, and I could ask Ericris, but he looks really busy.
Yeah.
And maybe the item can help you in some way?
Maybe. I'll go up and see what it is, but yeah.
I'll go see if there's anyone else.
Okay. I go up and see Pincus.
And I'm going to look for our third member. I'm going to go. I'm kind
I
of.
just finished a long rest where I just got myself. So I'm getting up for the day.
I've never seen that Furbolg fight. Oh, I don't know what Furbolg is. So that man is awfully large. Maybe we could get him to help us. And I'll approach the Caradoc. I'm like 2 feet shorter than you.
You're how tall are you?
What?
You're 2 feet shorter than who?
You. I'm only 5 feet tall.
Oh no, you're 3 feet shorter than me.
Oh. So I'm just looking up at you.
I think.
I
Let me
say,
see. I've
you're kind of.
actually got 2 fur bots. Well, okay, 2.5 feet. This is my short fur bot. He's only 7'6". My other fur bot's a full 8 foot.
So you're a pretty big man over here. Do you mind helping me and another friend with some work? I know you just got back, but
I'm always willing to help a member of the tribe. You little things are so cute with your ephemeral lives. I like to watch you struggle and help where I can.
kind of getting a lot of mixed messages from that, but I'm assuming you're going to help.
Yeah, I sort of misspoke. This is me out of character. But anyway, yes.
To Pincus's office then. I'll show you where it is. Adrian went ahead of us, so we'll be a little late.
I stoop and roll up the stairs.
Okay, so you go to the Pinko's office and he's waiting there. When you three arrive, says, "So you're three? Okay, that's enough." And Pincus gives you a one purse like object. One purse is like let me check. It's like it's like the aventurer equivalent of a backpack for carrying the books. But not the a common backpack that the aventurers have, but it's like a suitcase.
Satchel.
Yes, something like that. And it gives you that and says take it for a wrong test. Please deliver it back because it costs a lot of money if it goes missing. It basically it's a holding back, glorified holding back. Any questions?
Can you explain this to me? There's no way that bag holds 35 pounds.
Well, this is especially made for one of the investigations the wizards are making. The thing I can understand is that it's like a place where it goes, where it the item what it does is preserve uh, things that will otherwise get rotten over time, and
So it's
they
like
are
a
still
cellar.
tweaking the magic. Sorry.
So it's like a place you would put in a cellar so animals can't get at it and rot and keeps it cold.
It's a bag.
Uh,
It's a bag of colding.
a cryo bag.
I know, but in character, she has no idea what the fuck you guys are
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, you basically put things in there inside. It can hold bigger stuff that you might imagine. It's trying to put simple words for a barbarian to understand. And after a while, you can put your hand in and reach for the object you want that you have already deposited in there and take it out.
So how do you want us to test this?
Well, the ideal situation would be for you to go and hunt animals and stuff and put them in there and wait for a while and take them out.
So you want
But you
us to
can go and
go
buy.
hunt
You
rabbits?
Yeah, but you can if you want to spend money on that, you can just go to the market and buy stuff. But since it's a magic item, it is not being used. The request is for you to test the limits of the item and see how it manage the stored items. So it will be nice. It will be a better input if you go and hunt a rare stuff.
Um, well, if we're testing to see if it doesn't go, if it's the items are preserved in it, why would we use animals? Couldn't we just use like, oh, I don't know, an ale or something? I mean, we would know wouldn't work if it started warming up
Yeah,
or
that
or
is not
started
for me to
stenching.
that is not for me to decide. I am just passing you on the request. I am very busy and I cannot do it myself.
Out of character, did we establish what the payout is for this? Have we established a
They are disposed to pay you 50 gold pieces after you fill in the survey.
gotcha?
Wait, what survey?
Survey a bunch of papers that you fill in with the information you got.
Survey says
Out of character, I can't read those. Yay.
Caradoc can. He may look like a big ugly brute, but he actually knows like 5 languages.
Yeah. My character knows 5 languages too, but I made her illiterate. Damn it.
If you don't have any other questions,
I pat her head. It's okay, dear. I've got this.
you have. I hope 5 days will be enough for you to try that one.
Listen, out of character. If we find something that could be an interesting druid form, I would like to animal, speak with animals, animal friendship it, and study it so that I can add some forms. So,
Can you repeat it, please? I could not understand you.
so out of character, I'm just informing the group. If we find some interesting creatures of the beast subtype, I would like to try and charm/speak to them so that I can study them as additional druid forms.
Have you tried
Oh,
talking
We
to
can turn right
Aeon?
around and kill them. I actually don't care, but I need at least an hour to study them without them hostilely trying to eat me.
Have you tried talking to that Aeon fellow? I seen him punch a wooden dummy once. I thought he would break his hand, but he broke the dummy's face.
so I am assuming you you went down to the hall.
Yep.
What are you going to do?
Well,
We are gonna go look for an orc in the
yeah,
harbor part of the city.
I'm more ready for that than catching a rabbit and then filling a survey. Whatever a survey is.
I say we
This
try
town-
to catch a dire wolf or a giant scorpion. Forget a rabbit.
Oh, wouldn't that be thrilling? I'm not for anything, really. And she just rolls her shoulders and stretches her back, and she says, if we can't encounter any of those things, it would be a worthy hunt.
Let us hunt. Maybe I'll be able to track down some interesting game with my druidic abilities.
Well, lead on, Adrian.
Okay. I lead the party to Murky Street.
Okay. Let me pop up the map.
It's funny because I know how these places look, but by how they look on the map, but I don't know the names of those places.
I'm going to share that. Okay, where is Murky Street?
It's where it says Illumina on the water.
Yeah.
Here?
It's actually where the riot happens, where you went into the general store and the baker store.
Yeah.
Here, this one.
Yeah. That road.
Okay, and how are you intending to look for the orc?
My character would know, but I do not. Yeah.
You basically go and ask here and there
Yeah.
if people have seen an orc, or if they have seen strange activity or someone suspicious. Well, someone they suspicious. They do not get a good vibe from. Uh, you can set a perimeter and uh, make a vigilance as guarding uh, guarding the area, trying to see if anything comes up,
Yeah.
strange activity.
Yeah. That.
uh, you can go and look for contacts from the thieves guilds or merchants guilds to look for the orc information.
Hmm.
Let's resume it on a roll. So roll investigation.
So, Caradoc, what are you exactly?
I rolled a natural 1.
That bakery. He's definitely in there. Go, go, go.
Holy crap! I rolled a natural 19, and at plus 1, that's a 20.
Okay, so strangely enough, Adrien is having a hard time
Yeah, I only got a 7.
looking for someone who gives information. He's maybe tired, or he's maybe a bit blunt, asking for stuff, the information, and is quite distracted. But Karadok takes the lead, and even with his because of his tall stature, people begins to fear a bit and begins to spill things.
Wait. Stop. Who's fearing what? Because why?
I cannot understand what you are asking.
So you said because of something, which I did not understand.
Yeah,
Because of your stature. Because of
you're boiled.
Because of how large I am.
yeah.
So am I able to notice this? I assume. Am I able to notice this fear? Assuming that I can. So assuming that I can I duck into some place with, it's an alley behind a stall, whatever, someplace where I'm out of sight.
So you can.
Actually, I would prefer some sort of storefront or tavern if there's something nearby.
Yeah, what are you asking for? A height or change your appearance?
To change my appearance, yes.
Okay. Oh yes. Okay. It takes you a while to find a place where no one is looking. Your teammates helps keep watching, and you change form too.
Just a fairly nondescript human. Just look like every other poor schlub out there.
How much time have you been with humans? Yeah. You can make a standard guy.
I can drop up to 3 feet in height.
And the illusion that you it makes you look like one normal-ish human male.
Yep.
when you come out, you see Karadok as a human with a punk-like hair. But otherwise it's quite normal.
I'm of course not really sure what's going on. I'm not a big. We don't have much magic from where I am, and I say, did you see a tall man, maybe about 8 feet tall? And I just stretch my arm out all the way really high, give an estimated height. Pretty burly. Have you seen him?
I sure did. Why don't you follow me and I'll show you where he went. Then I wink and I say, it's me. I'm in disguise.
Oh. Oh. I guess it makes sense now.
Well, let me ask you this. Did you not say that you had never seen one of my kind before, or you weren't sure what we were?
I've never seen your kind before.
That doesn't mean that you've never been around my kind before. We naturally are able to blend in with the populace anywhere we go.
That's insightful as well as terrifying. I guess we should keep looking for this orc then. I don't have any idea where he is.
Well, the people, since you change your appearance, I will want to. No, let's leave like that. You manage to still coerce the information of the people with your punk hair and weird
To be fair,
speaking
Linnell,
pattern.
I'm over 100 years old. I have seen humans before. I've been in this city for a month and a half.
Okay.
I would, as someone who is naturally observant, as I have to be as a druid, this knowing how to look like a human would be trivial.
So okay, but then describe how which kind of appearance would will Caradoc transform to?
Like
An
I said,
inconspicuous.
just sort of a nondescript male commoner.
Okay.
But
Can
I'm not
make another
necessarily going to
investigation.
make, if I've never seen a male commoner walking around with a bun on his head, I'm not going to make that mistake. That just doesn't seem fitting for a druid that is attentive to animal shapes. I know how to look at an animal and remember what it looks like.
Yeah. Basically, he's one of those guys that you just sort of see on the street and you don't really remember. Like, just sort of in your brain and then disappear. He's nondescript. You don't remember him after you finish talking to him.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like these sort of tactics. Like, God forbids it in some sort of way, but if it helps us capture a criminal, I will take whatever help we can get.
Think of it this way. I am doing nothing to harm anyone here. I am merely trying to prevent a panic, which could cause harm.
Yes, as I said, I am all for this transformation for now.
How
Then
about
that
this
would-
one? And I turn into a bear and start raiding. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, then that will require another investigation.
No, Linnell. I'm teasing. I am teasing. Out of character, I'm teasing.
Yeah, well, you will have to make another investigation check.
All of us, or
Ooh, natural 20.
Hmm.
21. with modifiers.
Yeah. People begin to speak that there was orc at night running through the streets last night. Uh, that they saw the orc go towards the docks. But since it's a rare um, uh, like race inside the city, they assume that it was some kind of criminal activity, so they did not want to mess around with the trouble in the city, the previous trouble in the city with the guards. They are not completely truthful about the city's forces to provide enough uh, like a safe uh, security, provide enough security for them to uh, give up the information directly to them. So that's what they tell you, but it was last night, so they are not sure who
So
else or what else has happened.
we head over to the docks since that's the best lead we got.
Where are the dogs on in this map?
Uh,
This part
Near the broken bridge. Yeah.
yeah.
here. Okay. Um. Well, it takes you a while. The rest of the day, you keep watch around, trying to not call the attention of others. Um. To try to spot the orc. Do you want to describe uh, something else, or how you want to do?
Of course, I'm going to get tired of looking. I say we don't have any really strong leads, and if I don't get to bully somebody for information soon, I'm going to just start looking around the rocks.
Night comes and you begin to see hooded figures around here and there. Give me a perception roll, everyone.
I got a 14.
15.
3.
Yeah.
Win D&D. No.
I want it.
You begin. You notice. You two, Karadok and Adrien, notice that there is a boat that is getting supplies and is getting ready for to set sail to go out the port. And a couple of figures, hooded figures, enter the 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 boat and disappear on the on the crew.
Uh, I point out the boat to uh, to the little aggressive woman, saying, "We found someone you can bully," and I point to the boat.
Huh? I look to the boat. Is anyone on it currently?
Yeah, there are a lot of people. Well, it's getting late, so basically there are sailors that are preparing the ship to set sail. So they're going in and out, making preparations and entering stuff.
Huh.
I head down to the
Let's
boat.
make things interesting. I head onto the boat.
Okay. There a big um, Goliath bully stops you. The bouncer says, "What is your business in here?" He's carrying a great axe on his shoulder.
Oh, he has it slung up in front of him?
Yeah, he's showing off a great axe resting on his shoulder. With he's holding it and has it resting on the shoulder.
I'm going to look up at him and I say, listen, just because you have an extra 3 feet on me doesn't mean I won't kick your ass. But I'll be nice for now, and I'll let my friends do the talking for me.
Yeah.
I step back from him.
Yeah.
Just
I
cross
go
my
up
arms.
and say, at this point, I'm not here to stop your business. I'm just here to collect an orc and return them.
No working here.
Yeah. But no logical ship would would sail out in the middle of the night if they weren't doing something wrong.
That's not none of your business. You can go look on the. Sorry, the word would be. The pinnacle for the ships in the dock in this center. Is that
I
word?
start
I mean
tapping.
the
I
where
start tapping my foot, and I pull out my great sword and sling it on my shoulders.
where they keep track, where the city keeps track of the chiefs and boats that set sail and go on, and they estimate where the other places will arrive. The ones coming from other places.
Yeah. Oh, or you could just give us a couple minutes and let us look over the ship, and then we'd be on your way.
So while they're talking, since I'm Mr. Nondescript, I'm gonna step off to the side, maybe around some barrels. Hell, I don't know. Maybe I look like I'm pissing into the water at the side of the boat. Just whatever. But as soon as the guard's eyes are off me, I'm going to turn into a house cat. And I'm going to just kind of wander on board and go see what's going on.
Okay, roll and stealth.
Sure.
Stealth.
I get a +4 as a cat.
No.
Yeah.
First stealth as a normal.
I was not stealthing. I was merely not a.
Yeah, but if you are not stealthy enough, the guard will see you transforming.
Well, son of a
or
bitch.
polymorphic.
All right. Well, he saw me. I mean, like I rolled like a 4.
Yeah. Is that your friend? It says to Aldrin.
What friend? As I look over there, it was only the two of us that came down here.
Ah, yes, deception.
Yeah. Yeah, roll deception.
I hope I roll high because I don't get any modifiers on that. I got a 13.
Okay, let me roll to contest that. Um,
Starting to really wish I took proficiency in acting.
yeah. Keep telling yourself that you are a good liar. Ha ha ha. Go away and take that cat with you.
Did he just call me a cat?
Yeah. And I just turn around. Now you can punch him.
I'm going to say, by the way, not to put on, but you did insight check him when he said that there wasn't an orb on board, right?
No, he inside checked when I said there was only two of us, and he beat my roll.
Not to correct you, but I read funny. Going back to when you asked, or when somebody asked, do you have an orc on board? Did anyone insight check him?
Oh, no, he didn't.
Okay.
Just assumed he was lying.
We don't even know if we're supposed to be here. But I'm putting my faith in not only in my companions.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not gonna punch him. I already have my great sword pulled out. And I say, as a servant of Harmonious, I challenge you to a duel. And if you lose, you'll allow us access onto your ship.
Roll persuasion.
Oh no, this is not a fucking joke. I am literally challenging him to a duel.
Roll persuasion.
Why?
Because he is a thug. He's not interested in taking challenges.
Alright, I rolled an 8.
This is no time for duels. Guard duty. Go away.
How far away is the ship from the dock?
The ship.
Yep.
It's not a big ship. It's like a medium,
So,
medium-ish small ship.
so I'm gonna.
It's
No, I mean like if I wanted to jump from the dock onto the ship, how far away would that be?
like 10 feet.
Alright, I'm gonna
Wait.
jump onto the ship.
10 feet will be okay.
Wait. I'm sorry. Hold on, please. Before you do that, as this whole conversation is going on, I'm gonna walk up as Cat. Do the cat thing where I kind of circle the guards, feet in a figure 8. And as I come out right in front of him, I'm going to drop my form. And I'm not dropping it back to the nondescript human. I'm dropping it back to the 7'6" furbog that just appears in front of him, looming down over him, and says, "Little man, you're either going to let us on board or you're going overboard. Decide now."
Okay, and roll as strength-based intimidation.
Okay. 14.
Yeah. He rolled bad. As he makes the Karadok makes the change. What the? Oh, well, I, 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 I cannot abandon my post. Um,
And so I look
I
at him
mean,
as he's stuttering. I look at him and say, "I can fix that." And we're standing on the gangplank. Is that correct?
in in front of the plank.
Are there ropes behind him, or is it pretty much open?
Ropes. I mean, there will be ropes holding the ship to
Yeah,
the
not
deck.
not
That's what
those
you're asking.
like a guy like the red rope at a carpet. You know, I don't know how to describe it.
Like 2 ropes
Protection
going.
from falling over into the water, or is it just open?
It's open. I mean, is the plank, and since it's not a fancy ship, it does not have like a
I push him into the water. No longer a problem. You did not.
okay. Make a strength athletics check.
Okay, at this point, I'm angry and I rage as I'm pushing him into the water, so I get advantage.
Okay.
Damn it.
I want to incite this violence.
Only got a 14. Shit.
You're pushing him away. He does not outright fall from to the water, but you are pushing me away.
Mm.
And you basically open the path, but he's resisting.
All right.
Well,
Let's roll initiative.
Pardon me?
Let's roll initiative.
All right. I tried, guys. I tried to make this a well, not non-violent, but a non-combat situation. Oh my God. A 9.
I've never heard of a Goliath who didn't want to fight before.
I'm not a Goliath.
I'm surprised he refused. No, the guy who's blocking.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, actually, that would have been much tougher than. Okay.
I am going last.
No, actually, no. Okay. What is Felicia going to do?
Well, he is by himself, and I can't acknowledge him as a combatant. So, I just walk. I just walk across.
Okay. And you have 20 movement more after you pass the plank. What else are you going to do?
All right. I'm just gonna basically. You know what? I already have my great sword out, and I say to the rest of the crew, anyone who comes in near this battle has to deal with me.
Okay. What about next will be Karadok?
I'm assuming I'm still raging because the action I just took, it was an attack of a sort, so non-damaging. And in that case, I'm going to turn into a bear. I'm going to growl really fucking loud at the Goliath, and then I'm going to follow greatsword wielding redhead up the stairs.
So is that an intimidation or just
It's a challenge.
He doesn't take
and
challenges.
what is Arden doing?
I'm moving on to the boat and going underneath.
Okay, so yours are your movement make a perception roll.
I got an 18.
Yeah, you see the like the a trapdoor that leads downstairs, and you manage to open it and enter. You are still in like in halfway to the next floor. Um, the Goliath screams, "Hey, you! You're not permitted! Security guards! Intruders in our ship!" Uh, and you see that a lot of commotion even when it's quite close to night time, and all of a sudden all the people are around the ship begin turns towards you too, and they begin to move towards you. They're about let's say uh, 6 men, six sailors, and they are preparing their knuckles and looking menace threateningly, and um, the Goliath takes his axe and aborts the ship. And again, top of the round, Felicia.
So my furball now turned bear is essentially on the boat with us now, and the Goliath is now behind me.
Did you turn around when you go up the boat?
When I got on the boat, I basically declared that anyone who tries to stop these two from fighting will have to deal with me. But
Okay, so you are facing towards the boat. So
Yeah.
yes, he is still behind you.
so, of course, once I hear him coming towards me, I'm going to turn around with my blade at the ready and say, "This is your last chance to have an honorable duel between me and you."
I'm guessing that's your turn.
I
Karadok,
want to. No, I want a response.
a response? People is coming at you. Which other response do you want?
Well, he can give me a quick yes, like
Okay,
response
yes.
back.
You are in a lot of trouble. You three are in a lot of trouble. That's what he says.
All right. Well, I'm going to put away my sword, my great swords. I'm going to draw my long sword and shield, and that is going to be my turn. I say, "Attack me at your own peril." Then
Karadok,
Assuming I'm still raging, tell me if not. I'm gonna swing at that Goliath.
okay. Roll.
21 to hit,
Yeah, it hits.
13 damage. 8 to hit.
That one misses. Okay, so it was the first one was a pow or a bit?
The first one was a bite.
Okay. So he's is coming up to the ship, and you roar and beat his arm. He's checking it slowly, but you manage to get a bit of grab of him. That's your turn. And um, Adrien,
I'm searching the boat.
so you finish the stairs, and you are in the inner uh, room of the ship. There are about two or three sailors there organizing this stuff, and this looks like a storage room full of crates. Uh, make another perception roll.
I got a 5.
Yeah, there is a lot of crates, and it's kind of fill space. You can walk through from point to point, but just not don't see anything else. And next will be the other guys. Okay. All the sailors take out their rapiers and begin to narrow down the distance. This moment, Felicia has three around her, and Karadok has three plus the Goliath. And they all swing at you. So that will be okay. Okay. For Felicia, 12, 15, and 23.
23 hits me, the other two miss.
Okay. That does 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And for Karadok is 9, 22, 14, and 9.
9, 22, 14, and 9. 22 and 14 hit.
Okay. So you take 5 and 7 before they reach halves it.
So 2 and
3.
3. All
Yeah.
right.
Oh wait, yes. The one who one of the Goliath misses because you are grappling, like beating his arm, and he cannot use his axe properly with only one. You see a commotion in the docks area in the land, and the people is beginning to call to the guards. Top of the round, Felicia, what are you going to do?
I'm going to enter Barbarian's Rage. And with
Okay.
that, my eyes turn a bright blue, and I start swirling with radiant, bright blue radiant energy. And I'm
Okay.
just going to say in Giants, Harmonious is displeased with you all. And I'm going to attack one of the sailors with my longsword
Okay.
with a natural 20, and it's going to be non-lethal.
Okay. Roll damage.
Although that might not stop me from killing him anyways.
If you say that is not lethal, immigration is not lethal.
Yeah, I'm talking about my aura. There it is. This guy's just destroyed. 12, 17. Or sorry,
Okay.
11, 16. So 16 damage.
Okay. 16 damage. Is he still standing? Seems a little bit raw on the edges. Uh,
I end my turn, and everyone who is within 5 feet of me takes 1d6 plus 1 radiant damage. There's no save. Everyone around me takes 6 radiant damage.
from what?
My Divine Fury.
What barbarian path are you? Is
Path of the
Felicia?
Zealous Warrior.
Okay. Yeah, the sailor you just hit drops unconscious, but the other are still up. Karadok, what are you going to do?
This includes Caradoc if he's beside me.
Oh, no, he's a bit away. How is only 5 feet? The range of the divine blast.
The Divine Fury is 5 feet.
Yeah, no, Bulanor is sorry. Karadok is fine.
Okay, I'm going to do everything I can do to kill the bastard in front of me. Miss, hit 22 for 16 slashing.
Surprisingly, Nov is still standing. Um, are you going to do anything else?
I'm going to roar menacingly.
Okay. Next will be Aldrin. Aldrin.
Is there another room down here, or is it just that?
There is a door at the other side.
I go through. I try and go through that door.
Okay. You get to the door this round because it's difficult terrain, and the sailors are trying to stop you. Hey, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be here. Only crew members are allowed. So please, are you surprised that no one is shocked? Yeah, well, sailors are raw people. They see a lot of strange stuff in their travels. Okay, so the ones who are with Eldrin have no weapons, but they are going to try to grapple him. So I want you to contest grapple at disadvantage with whatever athletics or acrobatics you want.
Okay. I got an 8.
Okay, let me roll for them. Nope, You are grappled by two of them. The third one seems to be like obstructed by the other two, and you got grappled. But you were grappled,
Hmm.
and um, the ones in the deck are going to attack to Felicia and Karadok. Okay, 8 and 14 for Felicia,
Nope.
and 8, 21, 8, and 19 for Karadok.
The two obvious ones hit.
Okay. So 2 and 5 before rage deduction.
So four overall.
3. 3 points of damage. 2 reduce half is 1, and 5 reduce
Got it.
half is 2. 3 points of damage. And
I've only got 150 more hit points, man. I don't know if I'll make it.
yeah.
Hmm.
You see that some guards, a couple of guards begin to approach the ship, and another two are going away after a discussion. But uh, that is their turn. Felicia, what are you going to do?
I'm going to. Can I intimidate as a bonus action?
You are raging. Mm, yeah, make an intimidation as a bonus.
18.
Who are you intimidating?
Just everyone around me.
So only the two who are in front of you?
Well, I
Well,
literally
around
mean
you.
everyone around me. So 10 feet.
Yeah, but the ones who are looking at you right now are the only two remaining conscious sailors. So that would be
What?
How,
So
how far am I in my cadre from him?
yeah. The other four that are with Karadok, that are about 10 feet of her, are focusing on the bear, of the raging bear. They are enough for not to care, worry about the raging half elf
all right.
female. So the only two who are only watching her are those who are facing her.
The only thing I'll tell
So
them to do is stand down, or you'll end up like your friend.
they take a couple of steps back away from you, and one of them says, "You are the ones who are causing trouble here. You are the ones who should not be in here." But they don't.
Quiet. And since I move away, since I'm assuming they are going to disengage, but I move to flank the maybe two that are probably behind the bear,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I'm going to attack one of them.
Roll. Normal attack.
14.
That misses.
Okay.
No, wait. 14.
Yeah.
That hits.
6 damage.
Okay.
And my Divine Fury for 7 damage to the two that are behind the bear.
Okay. This time, the bear Karadok gets the damage from the fury.
Okay, you're gonna have to map this out for me, because the way I see it is I'm standing here. There's a square of 5 blocks behind, or there's a 2 blocks of 5 foot behind me, where those 2 folks are standing, which would mean that I'm at least 10 feet or 2 squares away if he is
Yeah, no.
standing behind them, which is what he said.
He says flanking, not behind.
No,
Flanking is behind.
that is exactly right. Flanking is behind.
You have someone in between 2 people. That's
So it would
Okay,
literally
then
be
only
as
only
if,
one.
sorry,
The
go
only
ahead.
one who takes the damage is the one she already hit.
All right, fine.
So how much damage total,
7 plus my longsword attack.
including the what? It was 6. The
13.
longsword, right?
13
Yeah,
damage
Okay.
overall.
Yeah.
That one is still standing. Next one is Karadok.
I move an additional. No, just kidding. um, so again, I'm gonna take down this sorry ass Goliath. It is the only thing I do in this battle. So 20 to hit,
It hits.
7 damage, and 7 to hit.
Yeah. He falls on a knee and looks at you and says, as I say, you are in a lot of trouble. It doesn't matter if I fall unconscious. And he's standing, helping himself with his great axe. Next one will be Aldrin.
can I cast a spell? Grappled?
Which spell?
Thunderwave?
Which components does Thunderwave have?
Thunderwave is verbal and somatic.
You will have to at least lose the grapple, so
Okay.
make an attempt. Again at disadvantage because there are 2.
Mm. 12.
You manage to grapple from one of the 2 who are were trying to hold you down, but the other is contesting almost a bit more your grapple, so it's still holding on you, but you can cast.
Objection, Your Honor.
I can't cast because we're trying to get out of a grapple is a standard action. So
Okay.
I have no bonus, so
Hold on. I'm going to object.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless unnamed adventurer guilds has different rules, the grappled condition states a grappled creature's speed becomes 0. That's it. Period. There's nothing else. In fact, the condition also ends, and this is from Roll20's guide. The condition also ends if an effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler, such as when a creature is hurled away by the Thunderwave spell. I object to the ruling and request for a review.
Which page is that?
no, that's on Roll20. It's
in the Roll20 compendium.
they basically they add an FAQ onto it saying adding a bit more information than the player's handbook has. Yeah. So because I can still move my hands, they're just holding onto my body, so I can still move my hands, so I can still do somatic components.
Yeah. Then let's change it. The grapple was for you to be able to cast the spell, because the grapple contest that you just roll, because there are still some movements that require for a wizard to be more loose.
Yeah.
Not, there are not just webbing hands
Yeah.
or changing the position of the fingers. And
So I can cast Thunderwave?
yeah,
Okay. So they have to make a Constitution save or be pushed.
okay. Hmm. Yeah, two of them. Which is the DC?
It's 14.
Yeah, two of them make it. One of them is going. It flies away from you.
So the one who failed takes 9, and the one who didn't takes half.
So the other two get only 4 points of damage.
Was the one who failed the one that was holding on to me?
No,
Hmm.
it was the one you just managed to grapple from. The one who was still holding on you got a 22.
Okay. Well, any person or object that was in a 15-foot cube of me is tossed away 10 feet.
Yeah, yeah. Let me try to imagine that. The room is about let's say 20 feet from side to side. So how much? 9 points of damage. You see that many of the crates that were in front of you are cracked, including and the wall is cracked, and the wall of the boat is cracked as well. You hear from the other side of the door a voice saying, "What was that?" And from that point, the two people who were afraid of Felicia turn away towards the guards that are coming to the ship and say, "Guards, we have attackers. We did not provoke them. They came and begin to cause trouble." And the other four are going to uh, three are going to swing at Karadok, and the Goliath is turning towards the guards. So okay, all of them miss 4, 8, and 7.
Yep.
And the guards say, "Who are you? What are you doing in here? What you're disturbing the peace of these people?" And that's turn.
Adrian would have told us what we were doing here and who we were serving, right?
Yeah. You're fully informed. Everything you know about the case he passed off to you guys in case you guys thought of something that he didn't.
Yeah. He told you about the one thing post in the guards headquarters, and You are informed that there is the city is looking for a missing orc. The poor little hopeless orc had to run away from the mean guards who were trying to imprison him unjustifiably.
Well, I wouldn't know all about that, but
Justifiably, and I don't think any of us would use that language.
all right. Well, all I know is that I'm raging, and I can't really be bothered with the politics right now. So,
And I tell them everything, but it comes out as a series of.
Okay.
once the guards show up, do the sailors look like they want to back down, or do they still look like they
yeah,
want to fight?
3 are backing down, including the Goliath. The other 3 are trying to manage the raging bear that is in the ship.
That's what I meant. The 3 combatants that are attacking the bear, are they backing down when the guards show up, or?
They are still trying to beat down the raging bear. They do not know. They cannot take down that amount of that big amount of HP beast.
All right. I'm just gonna do this. Okay. I'm going to make an intimidate check, and I'm gonna just basically shout, "This fight is over. Stand down." And I rolled a 8.
I just gonna roll to see if they got lower. One of them does and stops after. But the other, well, that one like turns around towards looking towards you and freezes, but they had already gone.
All right.
The
I'm
other
going
the other
to.
2 seems to keep trying to
All right.
hug the bear.
I'm going to put away my weapons. The guard has shown up, and there's no reason to continue fighting for the most part. So, well, I guess I don't put away my weapons, but I definitely stop getting ready to hit them. And I end my rage.
You lose a rage because if you don't knock this down,
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. I'm losing my rage.
okay. Karaduk.
Okay. Dodge action, nothing else.
Okay.
Leave my bear alone.
With dodge action, which is the bear AC.
My AC is because I'm a barbarian bear is 13, but you have disadvantage on attacks against me.
Okay. Aldrin. Adrin.
Yeah. I am going to. Being grappled does not stop me from starting a blade song. I looked it up. And you don't get disadvantage on getting out of a grapple when it's just one person grappling you, and
Yes.
using acrobatics, which whenever I make acrobatics rolls, well, in a blade song, I get advantage. So I'm going to try and break my grapple.
Okay.
I got a 22.
Okay, unless the crit, I'm guessing you will have just. Actually, yes, one did. One did, the other contested it, and the third one did not got. So basically, the one who was holding you, uh, you were free from the one who was holding you, but the other two managed to catch you up, and you're still grappled by the other two.
Um, that does not make any sense.
Okay, so you ungrapple yourself.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
I am going to move through that door. I have 40 feet of movement, so even if it's difficult terrain, I move 20.
Okay, they get an attack of opportunity, and they're going to attempt to grapple you.
I don't think you can grapple as attack of opportunity. They can throw a punch at me.
Even then, they are after you, and they're going to chase you down.
Yeah.
The door opens, and you see a figure, a human, a male with a beard, fancy hat, um, a, a, is expensive clothes. He has his 2 feet intact, but has you hear a from the inside of the door. Who is in there? Who is in there?
Hmm.
And the man says, "What is all this trouble? Who is causing all this trouble?" And looks at you.
Uh, we're just helping to watch out. Uh, looking for an orc that might have stowed away on your ship, since you seem to be very eager to get out of the Illuma pretty quickly.
And he says, "You, I haven't said who is this guy, guys? Captain, this man entered here uninvited and is causing a ruckus. Look, he destroyed part of the crates, and the wall of the ship is damaged. Uh, and that's about it. Downstairs, upstairs, the other two stop because they are seeing that the bear is not attacking. Uh, that makes the rage go away. And the guards says to you, what are you doing here? Why are you causing all this trouble? The sailors repeat the story. They were basically you weren't invited and enter even when you have no reason in their eyes. And
We gave the Goliath a reason, and he refused us access. We're
the
here on.
Goliath, the Goliath did not say anything. The Goliath said that there was no orc. So he answered you.
Yes, but anyone who's stowing anyone away wouldn't say they would. So we asked to
Um,
search the ship. We're under orders of the watch. We came here with Adrian.
who is this Adrian? Where is this Adrian?
He went below deck to go look.
Bring him, please. Bring him to the deck. And two of the other the two sailors that were previously attacking Felicia answer yes, right away, and they move back downstairs. Um, I learn you see two more sailors coming down and say, Captain, we are requesting. Oh, this guy. Are you Eldren?
Yeah.
Yeah, the city guard is in the ship and they're requesting you upstairs.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, since the city guard is here, they can look for the orc. Since they're technically the ones that lost him in the first place. And I head upstairs.
This time, all of them are behind you, even the captain.
Mm.
And they go up, and you go up, and you see your teammates, one in bear form.
Not knowing any better, I just want to take out a healer's kit and just start dabbing at some of the bear's wounds.
We have where are you doing here? Wait, you already said that, right? Eh, they say that you were in commissioned by the guards to search for a bounty.
Yeah.
Show me the papers.
I show them the papers.
And they take the papers and begin to read them.
Yeah. I need those papers back because I need them to fill out my bounty when I find them.
Yeah, there is an issue here. It does not uh, give you a permission to enter uninvited to the others' properties.
Okay. Fine.
That's
I
this one.
give the captain 50 gold. Say, I'm sorry about the boats. Uh,
Yeah, make a persuasion roll.
I got 14.
Yeah, with that amount of money is enough. Say, this this barely covered expenses, but I am in, busy right now, so I will let this pass. Go out of the ship.
Yeah. Could I get your name, by the way?
My name is Aldor.
Aldor? Do
Yes.
you normally leave port at night?
We are we sail when we need to sail. The day and night is not something that I worry about when I have to deliver goods that can go to waste a on a short time period.
Uh, so you move fruits in that?
Well, a lot of goods. Some of them have fruits, yes.
Oh, I show him the little thing, the satchel that I'm carrying. Well, the Wizard Guilds are making these things. Uh, they're supposed to keep things from going bad. If they perfect these, I'm sure you'd be able to buy them, keep the fruits, and that sort of keep them from rotting, and not have to leave whenever you get something in.
Okay, let me see the intelligence of this guy. Okay, with that, he will maybe grasp the idea. He will say that is interesting. Do not know much about magic, but if what you're telling me is right, then that will. But I'm guessing that's expensive, hell of expensive, and I cannot waste that much money just
Mm.
to secure a trip. Maybe later in the future when my business
Well, it may look
flourish.
small, but it's. Do you know what a bag of holding is?
Okay, let's roll Arcana for the guy. I have heard stories about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's like that. I think they said this is a prototype, so it's a little bit smaller than one of them. But basically, it's like that. You can fit lots and lots of stuff in here that will go bad, like meats, fruits, vegetables, and that in there. That's about to fill a bag of holding, even though it's the size of a satchel. And um, so even one bag could hold like maybe half a shipment's worth of produce, or maybe even more than that, depending on how big your shipments actually
Okay,
are.
so you're basically trying to sell the idea of a good investment, right?
Yeah,
Roll another persuasion.
I'm trying to get on his good side. I rolled a 22.
So okay, with that roll, he's quite astonished and begins to make you see that the semblance, the expression in his face changes, and like there is a twitch every now and then on his eyes, like he's making plans ahead, thinking what he could how could he make his achievements and stuff, and says that actually is a good idea. Yes, yes. Where is it? This tower, these wizards that you say
Uh,
that you spoke
it's
of?
it's the Wizard's Tower. They're kind of they got someone gave them the idea, and then they're trying to put it into practice. We're actually supposed to be testing these to see how well they work because trying to. I think I sort of have an understanding they're trying to double enchant an item to enchant it to be a bag of holding as well as to be cold, which magic is very fickle. So I think they want us to prototype it. So if we put items in to see if they'll and check on them every day for a few days, see if they preserve or not, or if it blows up.
Can magic items
Magic
do that?
has
And he turns around. He turns
unstable
away from
magic has a tendency to blow up.
the captain turns towards the guards. Can magic items do that? And the guards say, eh, we don't know. And
Yeah.
okay, so what you're saying is it's a good investment, but it still is dangerous.
Yeah, this is testing. This is not commercial yet. This is not for merchants to buy. We're just testing it out. But if you know about it ahead of time and get in on it early, but ahead
Yeah.
of other merchants, you could make a lot of money on that.
He says, Larry, uh, yes, sir, yes, sir. Bring back some fruit from the from the shipment. Uh, Sorry, sir. Bring some fruit. Yes, sir. And moments later, a group of the sailor comes with a bunch of a pack of fruit. Is this enough, sir? And I say, yes, give me back. Give me this. Give me that. And he inspects the sack. It's about 5 by 5 foot random fruit,
Mm.
and say, would you be interested in try with this?
Yep. Yeah, I just open it up.
Okay, you see a whole soft breeze, cold breeze comes from the back of the cryo bag.
Yeah.
Do you put the fruit in there?
Yep.
Okay.
I just pour the big fruit bag of fruit into the small little thing as it all disappears into it.
Okay. Let me roll something.
I would have seen it, but I'm too busy still patching up the wounds that don't really matter.
Now it has passed enough time for you to have done that already.
Okay, so I'd be watching.
So I'm,
Unless Karado wants to change his form.
so I'm at full health.
Cannot hear you.
So with his ministrations, am I at full health?
You would have got a level 1 cure spell's worth of health back.
What's that? 1d8 plus 4?
Does Felicia have a feat? She's still level 3, right?
No, I was just doing that as just
Oh.
a roleplay mechanic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You just have a bunch of bandages all covering all over you, and you have sticky stuff all over your fur.
Nice.
Okay, let me roll 10. Let me see.
Yeah, she doesn't know anything about druids, so she's assuming she's helping.
Do you still have the bag open?
I'm gonna close it either when it looks like it's full or there's no more fruit pouring into it. Then I'm gonna close it.
So it is it has a kind of belt, a small belt where you secure the bag.
Yeah.
Um. A moment passes and the bag begins to like inflate, get really robust.
Hmm.
Uh, Make a dexterity saving throw.
Mm. I got an 18.
Yeah, you manage to put the bag away, not throw it, and the like the top opens, and all the fruit is spilled out. Um, it falls around the ship. You do not get damage.
Hmm.
And when you go and look, the fruit is frozen uh, completely.
Hmm.
I mean, it's like it's hard as a cube on ice of ice.
Hmm. That's what I meant by unstable.
I say, oh right, and the soldiers, the sailors begin to pick the fruits. Right, wow, this is amazing. And say, yes, yes. The captain says, yes, I understand now what you mean. But I'm afraid I have things to attend. So if you please go away and take your bear with you,
Yeah.
it would be very appreciated.
Yeah. Sorry
Uh,
about the mix-up. Uh, although you guys seem like a competent crew, there is a reward out for um an orc. I'm not against competition, so if you guys find them, you can turn them into a watch for a good amount of gold.
yeah, the post say that 100 gold pieces for the orc.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they say, oh, okay, thank you for the notice.
Yeah. Yeah. So I pick up the
It's,
bag and sorry about freezing your fruit.
oh yeah, don't worry, I can spare this much.
Yeah. Mm.
The Goliath say, boss, really? Oh, okay, just go away, says the Goliath.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
come now, little one. Didn't you have a good fight? Or we were too much for you?
Let me see if he identifies you as a barbarian. Yeah, he says something of the line in the lines of, I am not a raging barbarian. Basically that he knows what a barbarian is, but that he is not one of them.
Mm. Mm.
Was
He's
that
just
just
a
a
boss.
lazy excuse?
Mm. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you go out the ship.
Yep.
The guards escort you away of the docks and say, uh, were you holding the pins with you? Sorry, the Unnamed Adventures mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would be wearing it.
Yeah. He would have it beside his Silent Rain one.
Yeah,
She
so
would
they
have it
say.
right beside her symbol of harmonious.
So basically, the guards, with all the commotion that has happened and how the guild has helped, they say they basically let you go because they know that you were not going in trouble just because, but they ask you to be more careful and uh, respectful next time you enter into a investigation or some sorts.
Yeah.
Adrian, I don't know about you, but I thought you were some sort of hero among the Watch.
Uh, uh, I just do what I do. People can think whatever they want.
Well, have it your way then. And I'm actually I'm gonna kind of like crawl up onto the bear's back.
I let you.
Yeah, he's probably used to this by now.
Okay, so night comes. Are you going to do something else?
Well,
Well, if that much time has passed, I'm sure I've changed back into a Fairbog by now.
no, it was evening, wasn't it? When we started.
Yeah, it was almost nighttime when we started the
Oh,
combat.
okay. Well, how long have we been at this?
Okay, so basically, Pincus make the request about late morning, and
Let
Adrien
me
went.
let me rephrase.
Yes.
How long have I been a bear?
Yeah, the about an hour or so.
Okay.
You will have already arrived to the guild, but it's not ready. You spend most of the day
Uh,
on the
I,
docks.
So I'm changing
I,
back to my furball form.
I'm not leaving the area. I'm just getting away from the ship.
No. The guards escort you away from the docks.
Oh, they walk us back to the guild.
No, not to the guild. Away from the docks. Let me see the
Well,
map. So basically, the docks will be this area, around this area, or some sorts.
Uh,
They will escort you back to the water rat roads.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
yeah, around this part. And Arnold will have pace, and unless you want to do something in your bear for.
No, not really. And out of character. I got to go to bed soon, guys. I got to get up early in the morning.
yeah.
okay. So I just slide off with him if he lets me know to get off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll buck once before I change back.
Yeah. Well, he could probably turn back, and you could probably still ride him.
Can't do that
Depending
in
on what
public.
type of riding we're talking about. No. Sorry.
Yeah, we can't.
Well, you're over 7 foot tall. And she's 5 foot nothing. I'm pretty sure you can piggyback her.
That was half a joke. So
Yeah.
Okay, so you go back to the guild.
Yeah.
The Pincus is not expecting you to turn back the bag until 5 days from now. So you will have rest in the
Well,
night.
we
No,
should give it back to him anyways.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't work.
Oh. It doesn't work with a lot of fruit. Tomorrow we should try and catch some rabbits or something like, or birds or something like that, and stick them in there and see what happens.
So okay, so basically, this session will end here. Who is going to keep the bag for future sessions?
Uh, Adrian, she wouldn't know what to do with it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna hand it back to Pincus so he can put it in his office because it's an experimental prototype which black market could go for high prices. So
Okay, so basically you return. Says so soon. Let's say you return it the next morning and say so soon. Okay. Can
well,
you fail this and give you a sheet?
no, I'm not done with it yet. It's just want you to store it overnight so no one can walk off with it.
Also, you are going to continue the research. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, um, he will basically give you back the the so you will go this night, give him the bag,
Yep.
and he will save it for the next day, and
Yeah.
he will do so so often. So basically you will get after the 5 days
Yeah.
the pay the payment.
Yeah.
So let me roll for those 5 days.
Well, we're gonna go out, catch some rabbits, and do all that testing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the fireborg and the barbarian half a lady will be with you.
Yeah.
Uh,
advantage on any sort of checks to find animals because I can talk to them.
Yeah. And you have hunting ability with your background.
Yeah, I mean all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I can turn into them.
The first next 2 days, you could not even put things inside of the on the bag,
Mm.
like it was a normal bag. The the third day, this will be the fourth day of test. The bag act quite like a normal bag, and when you took off whatever you put in there, it was not frozen solid like the fruits, but it was gently cold.
Mm.
And the fifth day, you risk it and put a live animal inside. Would you risk a put a live animal inside?
No.
No. Okay. So you put
In
some other
fact,
stuff.
Caradoc would violently oppose the attempt.
Okay. Then let's forget it. So you put more fruit inside and uh, uh,
He would
block.
have no objection with killing an animal and putting it in. But it needs to be humane, right? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have to eat it after.
well, yes, absolutely. That's not even a question.
Just this chunk of ice comes out, and we're just looking up at him, and he's like, "Do it."
Will he be bothered by putting fleas or insects inside the bag?
Yes.
Even fleas?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a druid.
A rat?
An animal is an animal is an animal.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about plants? Complete plants with a pot on something like that?
Again, if it's a cultivated plant or a fruit of a plant that's been picked, fine. But if it's kill a plant just to kill it, no.
Okay, so basically, you are preventing for tested on live subjects or
Yes,
living
that is
subjects.
correct.
Okay. So
How do you feel about tobacco?
Is the plant still alive or did you pick the leaf?
I mean, I guess you can't just stuff a whole plant in a pipe.
It would be kind of difficult.
the last day of a test, you decide to try not with fruit, with simple common objects like water, skin, and stuff like that, and it went out, or you pick it up from the bag, and they were colder than the previous day, but somehow the same amount of preserving the quotes preserving capability.
Yeah. So though the water was cold, but it wasn't frozen.
Yes.
Okay.
Refreshing.
So I'm gonna fill out my survey, and then I'm gonna fill out Felicia's survey. As
Thank you.
uh,
Like I'll fill it out,
in
but he's
her.
got to.
Wait. It's only one survey, but the group, only one.
It's not. Each one has their own individual. It's so just
Unless each one of you want to make a different kind of test, each one of you, depending on
No.
your character.
No, we can just fill it out as a group, and everyone just
Yes.
Yeah.
saying
As soon as Pincus raises that idea, I get embarrassed and I refuse.
I'll write it out, but taking everyone's feedback.
Okay. And he wraps things up with the survey you give him back. Good. Okay, here's the money, and gives you three pouches with each one with 50 gold pieces. Thank you for your job. If you see someone else interested in testing this, please send that, tell him that, or that's someone that we're still looking for testers, and he will write down something in the survey and say, okay, I think this one is done.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
practice.
tell him about the captain that we met while trying to find an orc that's probably long gone by now.
While they're doing all that, I go and create 2 healing potions using that 50 gold over the next 2 days.
Before Caradoc leaves for that, I want to know what languages he knows. So I'm just going to start. I ask him, what languages does he know? Because I'm kind of, after going on the bear ride and tending to his wounds, I kind of bonded with him a bit.
I look at her and say, I don't know common, so that's why I'm not speaking to you in it right now. I also know and as well as and that's it. That's like literally all I say. I turn around, walk off, and start to brew my potions.
Yeah, could you please auto character say which languages, so see to see Felicia?
Out of character. I know
think they're all
giant.
goat.
I know common, giant, sylvan, elven, and druidish.
Okay, so I know giant and elvish, so I knew what you were saying in those, but I don't know Sylvan and I don't know Druidic.
Druidic is a non-verbal language that can only speak with other druids.
Yeah, so
Oh, okay, fine. Then I didn't make noises related to that. Still.
Okay. Before we finish, Firework, could you please roll an investigation with advantage from all those days you were looking for a group?
All right. Oh, 8
Total?
total.
From what?
Or both.
You do not find anything regard so the druid community, just the people who is in the guild and the one who you heard about. Okay, you hear that the druid you were looking the last time is in the city helping the guards.
That's all right. I give up. I'm gonna just create potions from now on. That's my downtime.
Okay.
I'm going all Heisenberg on this shit.
she is actually at the watch, which is hilarious. The watch barracks. But yeah, we can end it here.
Yeah.
I know 2 other languages, but I don't want to use the other language, one of them in front of everyone.
Oh, is it naughty?
It's infernal.
Oh, it's very naughty.
Here's all my languages. I'll leave a mystery for viewers.
Yeah. Yeah. When you get higher druid levels, Adrian will still be able to talk to you.
Huh? I don't understand what that's supposed to mean.
So after the survey gets filled out and Caradoc does his some things I understand in the giantish and elvish slurs, I guess. That's what they were. I'm going to probably approach Adrian, who's probably reading. I don't know what he'd be doing.
Probably reading.
Yeah, so I'd probably just approach him. rather sheepishly, definitely contrary to her normal personality. And she says, I need some help.
Okay.
And she quickly sits down in a chair nearby. And he says, I have incredibly difficult time reading. As you've probably noticed, I don't really enjoy reading. And as a matter of fact, I can't do it.
Oh, the thing about languages, any aspect of one language is it's always difficult to start, but once you start, it gets easier.
Yes, well, I know a lot of languages. It's not speaking them that's an issue, and I can listen to them very well.
Oh, I could probably only teach you to write the languages we share.
Well, well, yes. It's just I'm having a difficult time reading. I could care less if I could write things. It's just, well, I probably could write them if I understood what I was writing.
Well, with knowing language, it's speaking, and then reading and writing. It's tied together. You have to know how to write to read.
Yeah, but you have to know how to read in order to know what you're writing.
Yeah, which you learn to read by learning to write.
Yeah, so she just shrugs and she says, I don't, well, I guess if that's the issue, then I guess my issue is I don't understand my languages because I was never taught to write.
Yeah, and if you tell her the languages you speak, he'd be able to tell you that um, Common, Elven, and Primordial. He'll be able to teach you to read them.
Well, he wouldn't know them by name, or she wouldn't know them by name. So she of course just speaks general phrases from each one. So in Giant, she says, "Can you throw a big rock?"
I don't know what you're saying.
So in Elvish, she says, "It's there's a stream nearby."
That's less of a stream and more of a way to the Demon Sea.
She then says in Primordial, my heart is hot.
Then go to the apothecary.
And the last one, she's going to say an infernal. She says, I'm not really sure if they would really have anything simple to say.
Nothing that wasn't offensive.
No, she'd probably say something like this: the soul crosses the floor.
I don't know what you're saying.
And she says, so you know two of the many I know. Can you help me learn to read them and I guess write them?
Yep. Take a long time and a lot of practice.
Okay, which is Felicia's intelligence?
It's only 9.
9?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically 10 plus 1. She might learn it since she already knows how to speak them. It will be half. I'm guessing half half the time total to learn a language. So
She's. I actually, I would. My opinion is, but you can go with whatever you think. I think she's basically learning a language all over again.
I'm sorry. What was the What was their intelligence again?
It's
9.
9.
Yeah, which means her modifier is -1, and the way
I mean, look, it's role playing. Whatever, do what you want.
no, the UA rule is whenever you learn a skill, a tool, or a language, you take 10 weeks minus your intelligence modifier.
I understand that. What I was about to say was, I believe 8 is the score required to be actually illiterate, or
Yeah.
7. 9 is not technically illiterate. Therefore, if she's illiterate due to circumstance, it shouldn't take her that long to pick it up.
Yeah.
Maybe half time, like instead of 9 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5. Sorry, 5 of 6 league weeks per
Yeah.
work weeks, not complete weeks. Work weeks of
Yeah.
studying a language. Maybe
She
6 because of the -1 to learn how to write and read.
Yeah.
she says all you have to do is write down the alphabet. I'll practice on my own time, but just I just need this little nudge, you know?
Yeah. I'll I'll write her the alphabets down in for
So
common Elvis script, and I don't know what script Primordial uses.
I think it's Dwarven.
Yeah.
So basically, when you go to write for look for a writing utensil and some ink and stuff, I just take it out of I take like a little notepad, like a little one of those like little journals,
Yeah.
and a ink, and I just slam them in front of you like with an ink and quill, and I'm just like,
Yeah. So I just
yeah, Primordial is Dwarvish.
Yeah. So it will. So dwarves can look at it and sort of understand it because it's.
It also works out for my giant.
So I'm going to write at the top common and then start putting down the alphabet. And then when I start doing Elvish, I write Elvish at the top and start doing that. And then the same with Primordial.
okay,
Guys, I gotta drop.
Eric.
Yeah.
The for the potions, since
Mhm.
it's somehow a magic item, you will not be able to sell it outright. So it takes time to sell. So basically, will only help you solve your expending expense to your the cash you use in the daily life.
Sure,
Uh,
that's fine. I wasn't planning on selling them.
okay,
Um, the only other thing I would request is, and it's just a thought for consideration, is during my downtime now, instead of searching out the Druid Grove, since I've had so little success, I'm going to meditate on the cause of my anger and rage, and on the serenity and beauty and magic of nature. I.e., I'm setting myself up to drop my barbarian level and replace it with the druid level because I decided I don't want to be multi-class. So there you go. Ooh.
Yeah.
Setting
don't
himself
know.
up for a cleric level. Gotcha.
So again, we can talk about it elsewhere, whatever. I've posted it into the guild on Facebook, and I'm waiting for other responses. But I'm sort of playing by Adventure League rules, which is until level 5, your character's settings are a little loosey goosey, and you do have the opportunity to try it before you buy it. However we want to deal with that, I don't like the barbarian dip. I wanted to try it. I did. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Okay, then it is written down in the stream.
It's yeah. It
Okay.
will. It'll be on the Facebook page. People will look at it. People will comment, and I'm sure it'll be brought up in the DMs chat.
There you go. So, I mean, whatever the final decision is, again, whatever. It's not end of the world, but
Yeah.
it's nice, but not all
Well,
that.
we can always implement the 3-5 retraining rules.
Sure, I'll await a response on the posting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to end the stream now. And for those who are watching, thank you for watching. For those who are going to watch, thank you for keeping track. And for all of you guys, thank you for playing with me.
Yeah.
And bearing my DMing skills.
Yeah.
No, thank you, Lanil, and your DM skills are fine. You're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Okay. So goodbye.
Mm.